Is it? Is it on? Yeah, this old ass technology.
What the hell are you doing? Why do you have an old ass camera?
Well, I thought it would be fitting because of the movie that I'm reviewing to use an old camera to do the review. I thought it was clever.
You can't find anything better to do with your time?
Can I do the fucking episode? Can you do me a favor? Can you shut the fuck up?
You're always in this fucking garage.
I need to be able to think. My brain needs to think. Greetings, fellow insomniacs. It's your friend in fright, good old Chunky Larry. And as some of you may know, I am committing to watching every single horror movie in 2024. And this one, my friends, is a fucking doozy. Why do I say doozy all the time? The good people at Rotting Press were kind enough to give me a screener for the new film Frogman. And boy, oh boy, does Frogman fuck. Hey, do you think that it's weird that I say that Frogman fucks because of everything that happens? I mean, they say it in the movies, so it's kind of okay, right? An aspiring filmmaker decides to create a documentary based off of his childhood trauma and uncovers more than he bargained for. This is the feature-length debut for director Anthony Cousins, who's made some short films. He's also contributed some segments to the Scare Package films and is primarily worked as a cinematographer up to this point. The film implements the found footage genre in a way that I feel was compelling and interesting. And the story that they're telling, I don't know a shit ton about cryptids, and so I'm not super experienced in the lore of what Frogman is, or if it is even a fucking thing. But this was a fucking joy of a fucking journey to go on. This feels reminiscent of the Blair Witch Project or my friend Michelle Nesk's film O Unilateralis, and in the sense that it is about these horrific things and this kind of scary story, but it's also really kind of centered around the relationships between the three people in the story. I was completely invested in the relationship between Dallas and Amy in the film, and I thought that they did it in a way that it didn't feel thematic or theatrical, but it felt kind of genuine. I also found that the style, the way that they shot this, really hid the special effects in a way that it felt genuine and authentic, and I just think that it was a very smart film.
Eat your ass.
It manages to go places that a lot of found footage films don't necessarily get to go, and they really venture into the world of creature features. Creature features? Now, admittedly, when I went into it, I went in with really, really low expectations. Just the name of the film, and I'm not like really big on found footage films, but this really manages to do something that I feel a lot of found footage films don't do extremely well, which is tell a story. And this tells a story in a very kind of unique way that I just enjoyed. Overall, coming in with a Reaper for this one is going to get a 4 out of 5 Reapers. I really had a fun time watching this movie. I thought that the acting was pretty fucking solid across the board. I thought that they built tension and they utilized the monsters in a way that it wasn't over the top or campy, but it still had a level of camp, but it was a cognizant camp that I just think really makes this film work in a way that, something else that was trying to do this exact same thing wouldn't necessarily have worked. So, I really enjoyed this. But that's going to do it for me. So until I see you guys again, I'm Chunky Larry. Be sure to listen. Someone you trust. What'd you think? Was that good? Should I do it again?